Bonjour! Hi! Welcome to this recorded live session from Twitch. To know when exactly I'm streaming, go visit twitch.com/fbucheros. But for now, let's watch this session. Bonjour! Hi! How are you, everybody? How you all? Oh, I need to practice. Hey, James? Sorry, I'm hopefully you can hear me. I think yes. For some reason my stream deck is not responding very well, but I think you can hear me. I see bars moving. Let me go see if... Yes, it's working. Okay. Cool. Great. So I hope you're all fine. I'm always super pumped when it's Monday. I think it's just because I have the best job ever. And I like it. Or it's the best job for me, at least. And yeah. So today we have a lot of stuff to do. We pause a little bit the reading notes project. I will be working on something else. But first, let's do a show and tell. So let me share you the note of the stream. There it is. And let's talk about it. This way. Cool. So I should try my split. What was it again? I think it's that one. Oh, not bad. Not bad. So let's talk about it. So show and tell. So I prepared, now I'm trying to prepare a little bit in advance the stream, so that's why I have already my notes prepared for today. So today, as you can see, the goal is to implement a Azure button in the GitHub repo, and I want to work a little bit on a project I'm working on. So let's just do a quick overview of last week, for me at least. I was at the event Power of the Cloud in Toronto. It was a one-day event with, I had a talk, a long talk, an hour and a half. I think it was my first official one, an hour and a half, in front of, like, not that you're not real, but you're on the other side of a webcam. I'm still alone in the room. I was expecting to be like super hard and everything, but it just passed as quick as 40 minutes. It went super great. I was doing an overview of different services available in Azure when you want to migrate and things like that. And after that, it was a quick demo. In fact, it's a kind of the same thing we'll be working on today. Repurpose a little bit the demo. So it was just after so it was Friday, and in Canada we had the NBA finals. So, and the Raptors win. So it was just crazy. A lot of people were having a lot of fun on Thursday night. So yeah, I think because of that we had a little bit less attendees on Friday, but it was pretty good. Nice audience, very smart people. I had great talks with a lot of people in around of Toronto. Meet again a bunch of my friends MVPs. So it was pretty cool. Coming next, let's close this. Coming next is TOAC for Toronto AC. That's next weekend. So it's a bunch of universities that will be together. I think it's one of the biggest hackathon in Canada. Do we have the number of attendees? I don't know. Anyway, so Microsoft is a sponsor, so I will be a mentor over there, helping the hackers to process, and also I'm preparing a workshop to do there at the beginning of the hackathon, just to, you know, get people in the good vibe and have a quick fun project to do with Azure. Let's just lower a little bit the music. Let me know if it's too low or if it's still too high. So yeah, so and I want to work on the project. The project that I want to work today with you is part of that workshop. So hey, how are you, Alan Walker 2? So yeah, so that's what I want to do today. What else? What else do I have in my news? Oh yeah, I start uploading my archive on Twitch.
Bonjour.
Whoops,
Hi.
stop. Bonjour, hi. So I created a playlist on YouTube to upload my archive, my Twitch archive, because I didn't know. But you only had a few days in where your videos stay in Twitch. Hi, Surly Dev. How are you, man? Are you all? Are you? I try it at the beginning, but how you are all? It's super hard to say. So on Michael Jolly stream this weekend, he teach us how to talk about like American South Peak guy, and it's hard, at least for me. You all, it's kind of easy, but how are you all? Maybe because it's Monday. I talk in French all weekend, so now back on Monday I need to set back my head in English. For Alabama. Yeah, exactly that, Shirley Dev. So anyway, to avoid losing all the content I created and the video with the I forgot his name. My guess. That's why I start importing it in YouTube. I try to have something that in a one glimpse you could see what the stream is about, since it's very long stream video compared to what I usually publish. So anyway, so let me know if you like it. Hi, James. Just reading about Lance Walker 2 because you missed the stream. You should have a look at the stream. It was really funny. He showed us a bunch of expression. But then I told him I will teach Michael Jolie how to swear in Quebecois or have a bunch of expression. Then we will have some fun. Then it will be very funny. Not just say the word like all the English or French people are saying, but saying it the good way. Hey, Robert Table, how are you, man? Just doing a tour of the show and tell. So I was just saying that I start uploading my Twitch archive on YouTube. And I create a playlist. So that's the playlist over there. Let's share it. Now it's only one. I need to upload more, and I want to put the little short, I think it's 7 seconds at the beginning, just saying that it's a record session, because I already have a lot of subscribers on my channel, so I didn't want them to be surprised by this kind of video, that it's very different than what I'm used to do. Usually my video on YouTube are 5-ish minutes long, so let's say 8 minutes long. So 2 hours is kind of very different. Well, how to export? In fact, yes and no. So through directly Twitch, you're right, Robert Table. The interface is not really convenient. What I'm trying to do, and I did that a couple of times. Now that I upgraded my PC, it's working way better. I'm recording as I'm streaming. So I already have the file on my PC. So right after I'm done with the stream, I could edit quickly. And usually I just, you know, cut, like if it was a big silent or, you know, tech error or something like that, add the little intro, and I'm ready to upload. So I was trying to build a process to automate that as much as I can. And I don't want to publish right away, because I know you can from Twitch publish to YouTube, but I want to cut the beginning. I want to still have the control of on things, so I don't want to automatically publish everything. So yeah, right now and the thing I would like is also to be able to batch, say, okay, you know, those 3 I want download them. I could be one by one, but I would like to have like click 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 and then stream. But right now when you go in your interface, you say, okay, I want that one. It download the file, it takes forever, one. And second, the name is a blob of text. There's nothing related to the date or the name of your video or your stream or whatever. It's just like blah, 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 blah. MP4. So like if you download a few of them, then you don't know which one is which. That was sad. But anyway, so I download a few of them. Now I just need to package it, upload it, and slowly the archive will be moving to YouTube. So that's the thing. And yeah. So the plan of today, it's kind of simple at one point, and no, because I want to do it differently than I used to do. So we'll have a little bit of blur for me. Like I don't know. Like I know where I want to go. I did something very close to that in the past. In fact, I even have tutorial online that explain how to do it. I want to add one of those buttons, you know, deployed to Azure for a solution, but I want to use a different way. So I used to have just like the button, and then everything was not the badge, like the deploy to Azure button. I think I have it in one of my, in fact, in one of the project. Is it reading notes? I think it's reading notes. This button, LAN Walker 2. This button, that's what I want. And right now what it does, it just call the Azure deploy.net website and pass everything. I would like, and to use that, you need to have your JSON file, your ARM template at the root. I don't want that. I want my ARM template, my parameter file, everything. I want them in a subfolder, deployment or something like that. Or maybe I will have 2 folders for, let's say, the first folder, because it's a workshop I want to build. So maybe the first folder will be the get started folder with just the rough of the solution, and maybe I could have another subfolder named, I don't know, finish solution or something like that. And if you just want to see how things works, you could deploy the finish solution and have everything deploy in it. So I want to have multiple buttons, so I want them in a subfolder, not at the root. And because of that, I will be using the portal, and then I think it's create, and I think it's template. It was not that. Oh, I was pretty close though. I think. It's Microsoft templates. No, not templates, but template. Yes. So the link I want to use is, so to get there, it's this URL, isn't it? Yeah, and then you pass the URI or where is your template, and you could pass, I'm assuming, parameter and different things. So that's cool. That's what I want to do. So this way people will start, just click on the button, get the solution, deploy in their subscription, and then start following the workshop. Looks simple, right? Should be easy. And then I want to implement a few little things. So I'm not sure of the word. I'm reusing part of the labs that we did at Global Azure Bootcamp, repurposes a little bit different things. So yeah, so that's the plan of today. Anything else? Oh yeah, so let me explain the project then. So the project is a workshop called Not Dog Workshop, reference to the TV show or the application in the TV show Not Hot Dog, Not Hot Dog. So I have a web app that is super simple. Maybe I already have it somewhere. Deploy, not this. I think I have it here, so let me show you the app. Maybe it's not there. Maybe I delete it. Hey, No Spirit. Today we'll be coding. Friday I had a bad experience having trouble with my debug session, so today I decided to try something else. Oh, I delete everything. Well, you'll see it's pretty simple. So like what I want to build is, the code is already there, so it's a website, very simple. It's just looking in blob storage and displaying all the images. That's it. That's the website. I think, so that's the website. Now what the workshop will be is creating a cognitive services and then use an Azure function to get trigger every time a new image is uploaded in the blob storage. The function will check if it's a dog, and if it's a dog, we'll keep it, and if it's something else, a cat or whatever, just delete it. So that's kind of my version 1. I will be happy if that works, but I know it works. I did it multiple times. But where I would like to go is having instead 2 folder or subfolder, one with dogs and one with not a dog. And I would like to have a function that get trigger when you upload a picture and kind of move the picture on the good at the good place. I'm not sure if it's clear enough, but you know, instead of deleting when you upload something that is a cat, for example, in dog folder, I just delete it, then I should move it to the not a dog folder. And if you upload a dog in the not a dog folder, I would like to move it to the dog one. Anyway, not sure, like, my point is I would like to have one function monitoring 2 subfolder. I think it's not a problem, but I never tried that thing. That would be fun. Just try it. Like if it's not working, I don't really care, but you know, it could be cool to have that. And moving instead of deleting, that will be cool. Like I would, and it's kind of easy. Yeah, that should be not too hard to do. And oh, great news also today. I don't know if you saw that, but a few hours ago, GitKraken v6 just arrived. So now it's super fast. And also, can you see it? I think you don't see it in my screen. I have tabs. There's tabs now in GitKraken. And it's super fast. So it's in version 6. It was just released, I think it's 2 hours ago. So yeah, so I already have that. Do I have the solution? on local. I think I have. Oh, cool. So let's create a branch. Let's create a branch. How shall we call the... yeah, unleash the Kraken. Yes, just if it didn't update by itself, go in File and check for upgrade, and it should download, and it's very fast. Add deploy button. Let's call it that way. Also, I was worried when I upload my first archive from Twitch to YouTube. I got a YouTube notification for, but they assure me that it was not a claim because of the music. Apparently, I used some music and they say demonetize. Like you cannot put that's hard. Monetization on top of it. So I don't care. I'm not there for the money. But I was surprised and I was scared first because I was worried what it was. So cool. So now I have this. Let's open it. So Alt O to open the project. And now, oh, I think I already... No. So let's move this somewhere else. Open this one. Nope. Let's put a color. You don't see it, but it will help me. Peacock. Oh, that's not bad. Cool. Cool. So, already have. Oh no, that's a YAML file. Oh yeah, this app. Okay, that's a thing. So I already have the app in Azure DevOps, and this is the pipeline to deploy everything. But I don't want to force anyone to use Azure DevOps in that workshop. So that's why we'll need a little bit of work. So I don't think we need that. I think I may keep it there just in case. The JSON file, the deploy, I was thinking to do that and show you different things. Well, apparently it's already done, so let's just pass through it then. So an ARM template is for Azure Resource Manager. It's a way to describe your Azure resource. Not your binaries, but the structure of it. So, for example, here I have a list of different resources. Let's open a new one. I'll just set as a JSON file so I could play a little bit with it. And an empty ARM template look like that. It's just a JSON file with few elements. So you got your schema, and then you got parameters. Well, you will have a list of parameters. You will have a list of variables. You will have an array of resources, and you will have outputs. Usually the way you will do is you will add resources, let's say a website. So you have a website. So if I want to use just a website, a web app, so I could arrive here and just add ARM, and if I do it correctly, web app, just like this, and then I will say Frank demo, and my service plan will be Frank demo service plan. Yep, plan. Voila. Voila. So now I have a web app. Like, to be honest, I need also to add a norm service plan. Just like that. Frank demo service plan. There it is. So now I have my two resources, so I could deploy the structure, so empty shell of a website and a plan. A plan is just, in fact, is the description, the CPU memory and stuff of your VM that is under it. You don't have control over it, but you can have a plan that will describe those resources, and you could reuse that plan with many different resources that will share those resources, those spec. So right now I'm using the SKU F1 for free. So that's it. So now, of course, you don't want to hard code your name of your resources in your definition, so you will use most of the time a parameter file. So in parameter, you could just add a parameter. Can I add this? Yes. So now I could move. No, that's not what I want. I think it's yes. So, oh no, I was in the wrong spot. In parameters. Now you can add a parameter. Voila. So now I have my parameter name, so I could say, I don't know, website name, and it will be a string. I have different type, of course, of parameter. I could add metadata, I could add default value. So that could be cool. So let's put like this. If, for example, I'm talking about VM size or like plan SKUs, then I could specify, like here, I could specify allowed values. And in this, I could say, oh, you know what, you only have the permission to have F1 and, I don't know, B2 and S1. Oops. So when you will arrive to use those, if it's not one of those three, you will have an error. And if you're using a smart interface like we will, then you will have a drop-down populated with only those three values. So then for your user, it's super convenient, because a lot of time when you're deploying things, doesn't mean you know. Like I like to say, I'm a pilot, I'm not a mechanic. Like, I know how to use my PC, I know how to code, but I'm really bad with how much CPU I need or memory, or what's my video card little name. I don't know. I used to know and then I forget because it's working. I will do my best with the resource I have, but I tend to forget all those. I know they have different type of memory and they are compatible and incompatible with each other. So when you give information like that for a user, they will have those information, and it helps a lot. Also, in the best practice, I should share, I have a video about that, where I share my 5 tips to get the clean ARM template. I explain that it's really bad to have a lot of parameters. And by that I mean that if by default when you export, because you could, if you already have a solution deployed in Azure, you could just reverse engineer and get the ARM template of that solution. And most of the time you will need very little to make it work because it's not perfect yet. But everything is a parameter. So it's very dynamic, it's true. But then like it's super complex to use. So a lot of time is trying to move all those parameters inside variables. And instead having smart parameters or smart variables. For example, here what I could do, I think I did it in my, did I do it? Yes. Yes, I did it here. So so that was one thing. So if you don't have any question, I will switch to my template that I did, and I will continue explaining what I did. It's not perfect. It could be better, but I was trying to follow the best practices and still be simple, because I'm expecting people, it's their first time, so I think it will be easier if it's not too complex. So let's just delete this, and now that's the ARM template. Let's zoom a little bit. So I still have a parameter. I named it web app name. Very simple. It's kind of obvious what it is. And then I have description, the type. I put a default value. I like to put default values because a lot of time we like to do next, 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 so it will work. So rubber table, is this like Azure version of Amazon Cloud Formation? I don't know. Cloud Formation. I need to practice more. I need to do more Amazon stuff. And I know you just did a super training. It's like, what's the other name of there's another language that describes the interface. Maybe Walker 2, you know it. Terraform, yes. So yes, so Terraform is a little bit more open, like it will work also on Azure. I need to learn Terraform. In fact, it's on my to-do list for next week. So we'll probably do Terraform next week together if you want. If you know it already, like, join me. You will be able to help me. But yes, so it's a little bit like Terraform. It's just more Azure-centric. In fact, not just Azure-centric. It's for Azure. It's Azure Resource Manager. So it's really how the resources are described. Well, good to know. If I get stuck, I know which door I should knock. Yeah, like I did a lot of ARM template. That was not my day-to-day, but as a developer, I really liked it because for me it was kind of clear. I'm still bad at network and VMs and stuff, but that way I could deploy and make things automatic, and I really enjoy it. So here I have my parameter, same as I just showed in the sample, and here I have 3 variables. So I have suffix, storage name, and service plan. So if you notice here in my service plan, that was the other resources we deploy in my other sample. I also have a name for the service plan, but it's not in parameter. So what I did instead is I used, in the ARM template, you have access to different functions. So for example, here I have concats. And by the way, if you're wondering how I can just type few character and I have auto completion, and here I have some kind of IntelliSense, it's because I'm in Visual Studio and I had some extension, no, not here, that one, some extension install. So I have the Azure Resource Manager tool and the Azure Resource Manager snippets. So those are the 2 extensions that are useful when you're working with ARMs, with the auto completion and things like that. Let's close this, we don't need it. So here for the service plan, what I did is I used concat, that is just doing a concatenation, of course, of the parameter web app name, the variables suffix, and then plan. I created a variable suffix, and let me explain why. So for a lot of resources, the name need to be global. For example, my website, if I create a website name website, I'm sure it's already taken. So it needs to be unique. So by creating a suffix, you could create a random thing, right, with a bunch of characters, but then every time you will deploy, it will be a random thing. So you cannot redeploy on top of it because it will be random. So what I do instead when I generate my suffix is I use a function named unique string, and that one will take the resources and create a unique string based on that, but that one will always be the same. So to be sure that I'm providing the same input, I decided to use the resource group ID and the resource group location, meaning that when I will be deploying in that specific resource group, it will work, the suffix will be the same, but if I'm deploying in a different location, then the suffix will be different, but it will always be the same for that specific location. Does it make sense? So that way, here, my web app name will be Frank Demo, and then the suffix, so it'll be Frank Doug Demo, and then, I don't know, few characters. So for the service plan, I'm reusing the web app name, so it will be Frank Demo, blah 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 plan. And for the storage name, then I concat HTG for storage, and the variable suffix, and it makes no sense because I should be using, should be something that's stupid. This is bad. Voila. That's it. And then I have the resources. So yeah. Oh, and yeah, so I told you my website was reading from a storage. So what I did here is I created this storage, right? So that's my service plan here, and the storage. That's my website, and oh, that's the storage account was the first one. So now if I deployed that, I will have everything that will be used. Cool. Okay, so now what I want to do is create my I wonder, can I? I'm assuming I could do this, right? And that's my URL. Now I want to put an image. Okay, and now I need to specify different things. I need to specify the URI of the template. So my template for now is in deployment, and that's the one. Oh, I should put raw. Oh yeah, but I need to oh, sorry, I missed some message, so let's go back to the chat. Sorry, Brett Miller, how are you? Robert Terrell, I use it too, but has it limitation too, but much trouble than ARM. Really? Okay, that's cool. I will definitely have a look. I heard the other way around, but that's fine. Maybe if it's probably, it depends on what kind of things you're deploying. I'm assuming like each does have their own strength, their pros and cons, of course. So Robert Table, Terraform has some warts. Not sure what that means. And this is the end of my knowledge. Okay. Bad side, I'm assuming. Okay, cool. We'll have a look. We'll definitely have a look to it. So now what I want to do is I don't know how to call that. I thought I put it in my tools. I want to, maybe you know what tools, guys. I want to take that URL and pass it as a URL. So I think I need to change a few things. So Brett is saying, use ARM to create a storage account and key vault. Then if everything else and break out to custom script and extension into loop. Yeah, so when you want to edit your configuration and things, I agree it's not perfect. Right now, with my the team is working on it, and I will join soon because next week I will be starting to work more with them. We're working on a solution to ease that thing. We want a one-click and everything will be customized, like create a full environment with everything, and even would like to have your local environment set up also. If you want to do a workshop, then all the environment in Azure is created, all the stuff you need on your laptop is created. We want to have or as close as possible, at least. So now I need to encode, I'm assuming. I want to encode this thing. Do you know an online tool to do that? HTML encode? HTTP, I mean, no, maybe it's HTML, HT encode. Oops, not that word, on this. I'm sure there's an extension in Visual Studio Code to do it, but no, that doesn't work. You know, when they replace the comma, the colon by something else, and like %20, the space and stuff like that. Oh, URL encoder. Yes, it was a URL encoder. Thank you all. Thank you. Eventually we'll get there. So that. What else? I'm just looking at an example, and I'm assuming we can pass also the. Do we have some documentation maybe? Read the doc. Yes. No, that's not that. It's not that what I want. How can I pass the parameter file? I have only one parameter for now. It's good enough. Let's quickly check. Link template. What's that, Brett? Oh, in the terminal I put that? It will encode? Yeah, but you need to put it in like a string, man. And yes, I have a dog. Hi, work. Cool. Okay. Hey, how are you, Michael Jolie? Give me 1 sec, everybody. I will just calm my dog and I will come back. I'm sorry. And I'm back. Can you hear me? I'm assuming yes. Should I click on that, mister? Should I click on that? Let me open it and outside the window. Oh, that was
Are
me.
you all?
Yeah, I cannot say that. We practice at the beginning of the stream. How you're all, but yeah, no. I think I will stay with Bonjour Hi. It was not good for me. That's cool. Thanks for the clipping. That's all cool. So yes, it was. Yeah, the dog was barking because it's party time. My daughter finished her last exam, so school is done. So now the only thing left is party and prom. So yeah, I just entered the nightmare of a dad. Oh, damn. So the dog was super happy because she was, making a lot of noise upstairs. So I was. I will practice offline, and like when you are like, if I hear you, then I'm fine. But by myself, man, ça va pas bien. I was just saying it's not going very great. Okay, so template reference. So right now I'm just looking to y'all. So y'all, it's cool, but then you had like all y'all. All y'all? Was it good? All y'all. Okay, all y'all. Oh, that's easy. All y'all. Hey. So now I could, go in the south and say hello to everybody without be recognized. And as soon as I say something else, then they will know I come from Montreal. Well, thank you. I got a great teacher. I will look again. I think it's the same accent like in the what was the TV show with the vampire? True Blood, right? Isn't it the same kind of accent? Or maybe I don't want to insult you if it's not at all. Yeah, no, I'm not chewing like the thing. Yeah, now I need to teach you some stuff. But yeah, I'm not sure. Does Land Walker 2 is still there? Or like, what should we teach our friends in something Quebecois that is not swearing? Because that's what everybody want to do. But like, I could teach you something, but even people in Montreal won't understand you. That was because my in-laws, they come from east of Canada, a part named Gaspé. And he's coming from even like a more specific area where they have like a very strong accent called Baie des Chaleurs. So I don't know, like I know they translate that. The Baie des Chaleurs is the hot bee. I don't know what it is. But anyway, and the first time I met my father-in-law, I couldn't understand, and I was like, what? And yeah, so a way to say hi, how are you is salut, t'es bien? So when you say that over there, people understand. They just reply, yep. And t'es bien. So t'es bien, meaning are you good? Everything is all right. Oh yeah, that's true. It was Louisiana, not Alabama. So which TV show? They had the show with Alabama. Anyway. But now that, like, y'all, it's easy. I can remember that. But that's all about the template. That's not what I want. Okay, so because I have a default value, let's skip that. What I was looking for is I want to use this page, the template, and I never did use that. And I'm not sure how to pass the editor. Build your own template editor. And I know you can call this page passing in parameter your file and parameter file, and everything will be there. And I think it's a little bit more powerful than using the deploy.net, the Azure deploy.net, because when you're using that, the file needs to be at the root. So, but for now, let's pretend I don't have a parameter file. And but that's cool. Who was mentioning that trick in the console? I was Brett, I think, right? Yes. So thanks, Brett. It's working. It's pretty cool. I need to, you know what? Let's put that in the show notes. Where is it? It's here. Let's bring the show notes back to the screen. Put that in the notes. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Whoops, and now I lost you. Where I was looking to the stream. Not the stream, the chat. How to order 2 beers. That's cool. Is that Barry Blood? Do you understand French and you're just trying to make me say something? Or you don't? And hey, hey, Pain Multigrin, how are you, man? So you're in vacation too? Ah, okay. So to order 2 beers. Like if you want to sound really Quebecois, what you could say is deux petites frettes. So like just calling for 2 little cold. So they will assume it's a brew. So everybody, you could say hello to Pain Multigrin. That's the boyfriend of my daughters. Now you're on the follow spot, Pain Multigrin. So that's cool. So that's there. So Michael Jolie, will you be able to repeat that on your stream? Deux petites frettes, s'il vous plaît. I will repeat it slowly. Deux petites frettes, s'il vous plaît. So I challenge you, Mr. Jolie. I challenge you, Mr. Jolie, to repeat that on your stream, and let's teach each other French and English or Alabama accent like that. That will be funny. Okay, so Shirley Dev, hang on. Yes, I said that the boyfriend of my daughter. So I have a daughter, and her boyfriend just joined. So Pain Multigrin, that's his name. Just mean brown bread. He's in the chat, so you could say him hello if you want. This guy. No, he doesn't code. He games though. Like it's pretty. Like he should hang out with Brian. with Clark Ario, because Clark Ario play what's the battle royale he's playing? Forgot. Fortnite, right? But Payment to Grain is playing Pug, so same difference, I think. But for my point of view, from their point of view, it's very, very different, of course. Hey, thank for the subscribe. You give him a subscribe to Payment to Grain. So see, Payment to Grain, now you have no excuse. You can learn how to code with me. Awesome, thanks. That's awesome. I think he was just coming to say hello quickly. They're going for a party because they just finished school. I cannot say anything now because he's there. So be careful, man. I'm watching you. I'll just have fun. Okay, cool. So now let's close this. This is the notes, right? So I don't need that. Like, it's definitely, I'm sure he's following bunch of stuff, but he's a gamer, not a coder. At least not yet. He was interested to do web design. That we could play. I need to sharpen my JavaScript skills. And yeah, we could do some stuff. You know what, is Barry's Blood? I think it's a good idea. I should have a project with him. And I have a nephew also that would like to learn how to code. So maybe for summer. That could be a... Well, from my point of view, is a very interesting project. For their point of view, chilling and watching Netflix is probably a better project. But we'll ask. And now, like, at least you got a month. Thanks to you. Thank you, sir. It's very appreciated. I will put it in the note. So now we should have a button. It's not showing. Why it's not showing? I shouldn't have any space. Why it's not there? The other way, we can just do this instead. Yes, Michael Jolie. Questions, F. Pucheros. When you talk to Jen Loper, do you both speak in French or in English? In English. I think she understands very well French, though maybe with my accent, she could probably struggle. I know I had a meeting, like she just, like, very recently became my my manager. So before, my previous manager, funny enough, was also a French guy, but from France. So I know on the last meeting, she was there as a spectator, and my manager and I were talking to each other, talking in French, so she could have the pleasure to hear two very strong different accents. Though I think my accent in Quebecois is not that bad. I think like I'm not. I think I'm more international, except if I really go loose. So she I think she picked up mostly all of what we said, but I'm not sure if she's that comfortable talking in French. Though I know she's able to read it perfectly and understand. I'm pretty sure she's very good at it. But she knows French, like not Quebecois necessarily. Yes, she would like. I think she got like a high level, like a university. Like I'm not sure if it's how it's called. Not a doctorat, like just the one before. The one before in French is a maîtrise, a master, I think. Yes, I think she has a master. So I think like it will be like so I think it will be focused on the history, the grammar, and the stuff like that. I'm not sure if it's the speaking, though she was exposed a lot to the speaking. But again, the French Quebecois could be different. But did you catch my challenge? So will you be able to order 2 beer in French? You want me to repeat? Just going back silent. Michael Jolie, I challenge you. And I got témoins. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, so you want me to repeat slowly. Okay. So to or beer, 2 beer. And say thanks. Or no, ask please. So 2 beer please. It's 2 petites frettes, s'il te plaît. So again, 2 petites frettes, s'il te plaît. Yeah, but the request was with 2 beer. With water, it will be less fun. Water. Why? You're right, Shirley. Make it 3, so I'm there too. I like beers. Are you on Untap? Do you know the application Untap, guys? If you like beers? I know Rubber Table drinks Coors Light, though. Okay. So just to finish with the Untap. So there's an application on can I show that? On your phone. It's on Android, it's on iOS. The application, I will get back to you in 2 seconds, Mr. Jolie. So the application is Untap, right? Like this. And there you could scan your beer, give some on 5 how much you mark them and blah blah blah, and have your friends and stuff. So I'm F Boucher, so if you want to find me, Shirley Dev, or was it? Yeah, so just find me, F Boucher. I'm there. So if you are interested, we can be beers buddy. So okay, let's meet. So this is all like you will, but this is not the good French, right? It's just like some kind of slang, Québécois slang. So 2 petites frettes, s'il te plaît. If I say it like Again, assuming that they know what's two cold are, meaning beer. Like in proper French, it will be deux petites froides, s'il vous plaît. But nobody say that. But it could be also deux bières, s'il te plaît. But deux petites frettes, it's kind of, that's really Quebecois, I think. How to order beers with Frank on Twitch. Isn't it beautiful? Okay, so here we are. And now what? What I'm doing wrong? Well, Notre-Dame de l'Île Perrot, that's me. I don't know if I'm... Did I? I checked in less and less beer these days. So yes, it's me. It's the good numbers. I only check in now beers mostly when I know it's a new beer that I never tasted before. Yep, it was. Can I show beer on stream? Anyway, it was not good though. Like it was not bad, but it was okay. So why it's wrong? What I'm doing wrong? Blah 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 blah. Href. Oh. Stupidos. And then we could add a target blank. Excellent, Michael Jolie. I'm happy you accept the challenge. I will be watching you tomorrow. That's fine. So today I will accept all the friends' requests on Untap. Like now, every time I go to a conference, a lot of people are asking me for my contact, my LinkedIn, and things like that. But on LinkedIn, I don't accept everybody because I have a lot of headhunter going after me. So now when I'm presenting, I always say to people, hey, you know what? If you're asking me a request, tell me where I met you in real life. Otherwise, you won't pass. So hey, thanks Clarkio for the cheer. Hey y'all, we say hello to Clarkio. I don't have that command. I don't know what it's supposed to be doing. Lurk. I like the unsurely dev. That's a nice one, Brett. Oh, look like the dog is. Want to get in? Get me 1 sec. I'll put Beware back, and I will be back. and I'm here bigger than ever. So, Mr. Clark, Mr. Brian, you know your dog is doing sometime appearance on your stream, so I want to beat you, and that's my dog. So, a much smarter format. Let's get back to this. Tiny dog. The 4-pound version. So you missed the part where I explain how to order 2 beer for Michael Julie. So you must watch him tomorrow because he will be ordering 2 beer in French on his channel. So I'm really looking forward to see that. But I'm sure you will do it correctly, Michael Julie. So was it good? I don't understand why I don't see the images though. Like, you know what? I assumed the image was available, but is it? Maybe it's not anymore. Let's check that first. Yes, it is. Does it support HTTPS? Yes. So let's use that instead. And we practice also my Alabama accent. But now you have clips to laugh about it. But you all it's easy. And I don't remember. You were talking about Brits. You talked about... I forgot all those things. But I was laughing. Like yesterday's show's Michael Jolie was... Mwah, it was delicious. So much fun. And your girls, they are amazing. If someone want to clip me, Michael Jolie girls are brilliant. They're good. To do interviews and things, wow, I was impressed. Grits. Grits? Yeah, grits for pens or something like that, right? Underpens or... Okay, so that should work. So href equal and then my blob target blank. I close this. So that doesn't, it's okay. And then I pass my image. Whoops. Oh. Like this. No, I don't see any images. They are there. Okay, cool. So both are working now. Whoops. So grits. What was it? I forgot what it was. Was it hamburger or something like that then? Grill stuff? I thought grits was pens, so you definitely not had pens to eat. That sounds delicious. That sounds delicious, Michael Julie. Did you ever taste a poutine? Like, une poutine? I don't like to say that word in like Franglish. That's good too. And poutine, it's good. It's good. And now because I talk about it, I will be craving for a poutine for a while. So it's, how much time do we have? At least I'm chatting today. I feel good today. Probably excited because of my daughter. Okay, so I still have plenty of time, so at least we should push this just to test if it's working. So let's do this. What I have, settings. I don't want to put that. So in VS Code, right? Let's add this to the ignore file. Why? That's strange. Should be ignore. Why it's not? This is strange. All your girls are also on vacation? Congrats. Do they go to a summer camp or something, Michael Jolie? So why is not catching, like, the git ignore? Yeah, why? Settings, Jason. Yeah, no, they are awesome. And I know it's hard, you know, because excellent. Thank Shirley Dev. I mean, it's hard. Yesterday the guest was very generous, but it was also very hard to what's the good word? Not contain, but kind of direct a little bit. So they're young, and like the interaction was super smooth, and it was like wonderful, and they were patient. Like I was very, very impressed by everything they did yesterday. Seriously, it was cool. So is it because of that thing? Should I put this? If I do this, excellent. Cool. So stage everything, add a button, and push. Yep. Oh yeah, that's another thing. Shirley Dev. That's another thing. I don't know if you saw that, but the how do you call that? The toaster, the notification, instead of being up in the right corner, now it's down on the left lower side of the screen in GitKraken. Because for everybody, for you all that join after, it's this is GitKraken v6 that was just released 3 hours ago. Because at the beginning of the stream I said it was 2 hours ago, so now it's 3 hours. Okay, so now it should be up. So let's go in the Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I closed it. Of course I did. I'm really bad at managing too many tabs. Not a dog. Not a dog. And now, oh yeah, I need to switch to this branch. And there it is. So if I do this, I'm assuming it will catch in master. So that's cool. See, the default value here, it populate my parameter section, and it knows because it got my ARM template. So it knows that I have 3 resources: the website, the storage account, and the service plan. And I just need to create a resource group. Let's call it to delete. Oh, I already have a to delete that I didn't delete. Excellent. So let's use to delete. I agree to everything. And I purchase my own stuff. No, I'm not talking to you, Mr. Telephone. So now it's deploying. Should we do something else while waiting? What can I do? What can I do? I would like to... I don't want to miss my my branch. I need to wait. We need to wait. Wait. Did I wake you all? Chicken, come on, sit down. Oh, that's bad. That's because it's the... So now it's good. Cool. Go in the resource group. So of course we have more than the resource we deploy because the resource group already exists. But this is the storage, and because the path I was using didn't mention the branch, so it was referencing the ARM template in the master branch, and that one is not fixed. So just when we start, I changed the name of the storage. Remember, instead of being only STG and then the suffix, it should be Frank Dog Demo, the suffix, and then staging. So that's why now it's different. So our suffix apparently in this resource group is this thing. I won't read it for you, but this is what it is. So you could see that it's the same thing here. We also have it with the Q7 blah 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 blah, and it ends with plan. And if we go in the website should be partially working, because to be able to read the storage account, we should assign the key. And I didn't do it in the ARM template, though I don't think so I did. Did I? Huh, I did it. Cool. Better than I thought. It's cool when you, like, you know, it's when you find $5 in your pocket. It's always a good surprise. It's better to find something bigger, but... Okay, so it's an empty site though. Nothing got deployed. Oh, so that's the difference. Or maybe I did not use something. I thought I was deploying the resources and then my code. What did I forget? That's the part where I didn't know. Like, I used to do, like, using just the Azure deploy.net, that assume that you are deploying a website. So it just take your code, kind of do a git push to the, because to every interface and to every website in Azure, you have also a git repository that is local. So then push the code over there and create your resource and populate it. See here the deployment, you could say, oh, I'm using GitHub, you connect that and that will work. So I thought it was the same thing, but apparently no. So I would like to learn more, but maybe I won't read everything on stream. Oh, that's cool. I never used that thing. Like, try to make automation. Every time, like, it's super simple. Or then, like, I create a script or a pipeline for C# Fritz. It was, you know, just, it was mostly done, but we used Cake to deploy. But I don't want to use Cake for that little website. Yeah, okay, so I need to configure that, but how much time do we have? 15 minutes. No, I won't play with that right now. Okay, so what else can we do? We could deploy. So, yips. So here in that folder, I'm in a web app. So what I want to do is we'll go here, we'll go cd that folder, and we'll reopen code in there and said we'll open a new code in that folder. So now I'm at the root of a website project, right? So that's my website project. So what I can do is I have the extension Azure. I have app services. Web app are part of the app services. So in Cloud 5 Minutes, I think it was in that subscription, right? So I have the Frank Doug demo. So what I could do is deploy to that thing. So I want to deploy this folder and this subscription. Use this. That's it. Yeah. So deploy just like that. I just want to show you the website. I will learn how to deploy it. I will show we'll show that in the next stream on Wednesday, and I will show you where I am also, because I will be continuing to work on that, but probably not on stream. I don't think. Hey, Robert Table. So we'll do that. So now it should be deployed. So we'll be able to work. And then I just want to show you right now how it's supposed to be working, and like where I want to go. It's add that cognitive services and then function. So I think we could do that part pretty quickly. So let's try that. So now if I go back in my resource group, do I have? Whoop. Oh, okay, well, I forgot. I thought I had plenty of time, but apparently I have a meeting in 14 minutes, so let's speed it up. Let's go faster. Okay, so I think I had already the web page. Did I? I closed it. Okay, so this, I don't want to. This, it's resource group, this. Let's close, let's close. Let's go here. Let's move it to the end. I don't have the permission. This is bad. Like it's all there. What? The more I'm trying to do something, crank it up, exactly. Like the more I'm trying to speed up things, the more I dig in my trouble. So Frank demo. Yeah, it should be working. Why it's not working? Was I at the good folder? I think I was, right? So not a dog workshop, not dog demo. Yeah, I was. Let's try again. So this. Let's restart it maybe. That's probably not that, but okay. So now it's restarting. do not have the permission. Oh, is it because the config are not set in that? Oh, that's maybe the thing. I reset my config. That's probably it. That's probably the thing. What can I do? What can I do? What can I do? Well, you will have to trust me. It was working. Okay, let's close this, close this, close this, close this. Go back in here. Go back in the JSON, in the ARM template. Close that. So now if I go into portal here and I go in app settings, should I hide just a few minutes? I want to check if the keys are there. So the key is there. Maybe because... Okay, let me change. I can show back my screen. Maybe the framework is not good. I think it's that maybe. Because it's the .NET framework and this is done in .NET Core. Maybe it's that. So when I did deploy, I didn't specify the runtime. That's probably it. So I should do it here somewhere in my website. I should have the runtime somewhere specify. Because when you create a website, you have different runtime. So Big D 2430, what's your thought on coding boot camps? I think they're good. It depends where they are done, how they're done. I think you could learn a lot. I think you must go there with an open mind. Even if there's things you know. Even me, when I go there to present as a mentor or things like that, I go there expecting to learn from the attendees or my co-presenter or co-teacher. I don't like to say I'm a teacher when I'm leading those things. So leader. Of course, the attendee will learn probably more than I will, but I'm always learning something when I go there as a leader, mentor, teacher, call it what you want. I was at an event like that last Friday, and I learned tips. I learned stuff today on my stream. So I think they're good. I think you can learn. I think you must avoid as much as you can copy-paste. When you do those things, a lot of times there's a lot of copy-paste, copy-paste, copy-paste. So when you can, take the time to type instead of copy pasting. This way you will understand more what's happening, I think. And that's better. At least for me, it's always better that way. Yes, it's much longer. But then when you type, you realize, what's that? What's that function for? And then you could look for it. If you just copy paste, you don't know what's happening. It's working and it's kind of magic. I do that when I am on video and things to save time, because I'm very slow. I don't know my keyboards. I don't know my keys, so I need to look at my keyboard a lot. Or maybe it's because the keyboard is so beautiful that I like to watch it. But no, seriously, I think typing helps instead of doing copy paste, and I think you could learn a lot. Did you have any boot camp in mind? I should have a. I should have Robert Table. I should have a command for gears or something like that. Keyboards. I have 2 keyboards that I really. In fact, I have 3 keyboards that I really like. It's keyboard time for the 5 last minutes. Let's do that. So Big D. In web development, I think in web development, if you go with JavaScript, the thing with JavaScript that will be good, like you pick your framework. I don't want to start anything here, but it could be Node, it could be Angular, it could be React, like something like that, framework like that. Is by learning that, you will be able to switch to IoT and do many different things and go server side. If you go and learn something like Java or .NET Core, then you will still need to learn a bit of JavaScript, HTML anyway. So by going by JavaScript, you learn one, you cover a little bit more, I think, when you start. That's my 2 cents. Yeah. Arbor table, just say same thing. So my favorite these days is this one. It's a Unpro 2. I love it. The thing I like about it, and it's running, I think, brown switches, MX brown switches. And here, like for example, this shift, if I hold it, then it's a shift. But if I just type, it's arrow up. So I have my arrows here, even if I don't have the arrows. So that's what I like a lot about it. Another one. What's happening? Oh, thanks for the following, Big D. Very appreciated. So another one, that one is heavy. So this is a Drevo. No, it's all blank. There's a lot of colors and things about that one. I picked that one on a Kickstarter project. And the particularity of this one is this wheel here. Like this. I'm trying to show you. Damn, it's all upside down. So this wheel, you could run it, you could push, you could double click. You could use it to swipe arm weapons in games, change tools and drawing, change the size of your pen. I use it mostly sorry, for my volume and the intensity of the light. And my last one that I use a lot, but that's a clicky one. It's been a while since I use it. Honestly, I really like that one. It's have it. Blue switches, low profile, very clicky though. Like even when I was typing here, people on the other room were complaining about the noise. But right now I really enjoy my Unpro 2. And I tried different cap. When I got my Unpro 2, I bought also a blank keycap, and I thought, you know, I will learn how to type. But then life hit you, and you still need to write your email quickly and chat and code and you don't have half an hour to find where is the damn comma. And plus, for me, it was also getting used to a 60%. So I think it was too much in one shot. So now that I'm more familiar with how to get, you know, for example, when I want to open the terminal in code, it's super easy, right? It's control and then the apostrophe, kind of. But on that one, I don't have it. So I need to do a combination of different keys. So learning that plus without any instruction on where was what, it was too much. So I gave myself a few months to get used to that 60% format, keys, combination and stuff. Then I will get back to my blank keys, maybe, to learn my stuff. So rubber table, I know this could be rub people the wrong way, but what language should you learn? My answer is English. It's true. Communicate is far more important than any other subs. And you know what, rubber table? If you don't know English, you start with two strike. Everything is in English. I produce content in French, and for every thousands I have of views in English, I have 1 or 2 in French. Robert, well, what's the wheel? Well, I think I explained it. Cool, never seen keyboard. Yeah, blue are very quick. Like, it was like when I have it with the blue switch, that was my first one, and then I realized how clicky it was, and I ordered Dremel, but then it was all Kickstarter, so it takes forever. So I bought that one, and honestly, the Pro 2 is my favorite, and it's brown switches that I thought I would like more. I think on the Dremel, I think I have, yes, I have red silent. And now I'm 2 minutes past, so we'll need to finish that soon. Brown for the wins. I really like brown. I think they're great. Just heavy enough. Though the red silent are... I like it. I feel it's a little bit more heavy to press. I think brown is just like the good. Like I would like to have my whoops, I'm typing in. It would be nice if it was a little bit more silent, but it's not that bad. You know, I won't be afraid to bring that at the office. And my meeting is starting. I've been yelled, so I just want to finish with the chat. I didn't make any rules where English de facto. Yeah, no, all good. So guys, let's find someone quickly to raid, and we'll move there. So stay with me, please, please, please. Stay with me. Any suggestion? Bye y'all, but stay there, man. Because who's streaming right now? Yeah, but I think I went to see Gart last time. But you know what? Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Where is it? Okay, it's here. Yes. Cool. Perfect. So thank you, everybody. Let's see you on tomorrow on Michael Jolly's stream to see his French, and otherwise Wednesday. Okay, I will run the credits and we'll see you there. Bye bye.